Hello there. This is the top of a drill press. Now this is a drill press. I had it out in the garage. I mean, it's got to be, I don't know, at least 25, maybe 30 years old. It's a Daytona. Is it Daytona or Dayton? Daytona. And I got this from, I believe it was Granger. And I've used it several times. But I mean, it had a motor on it. I've still got the motor. I took it off the stand yesterday. I had to take the motor off because it was so heavy. And it's just a standard drill press. Got the one pulley in the front, and the motor had the other pulley in the back. And it just goes from front to back. Some of the bigger ones have a intermediate pulley, but this one doesn't. And this one goes from 450 to 3,000. But it's an old cast iron thing. And what I was thinking was I gotta start thinking about how I'm gonna make a spindle for the top of my thing I'm working on. I don't even know what you would call it. I mean, most of them are called gantry type router bit router things, but I don't know what I would call this. It's like a one of a kind. It's definitely one of a kind. But I was thinking of maybe there's some way I could adapt this drill press head as to being my spindle. Now I like the fact that it's got a motor on the back and it's got a belt drive, and of course it's not a really powerful motor, but I'm not really looking for, I'd rather go slow and dig in deep than to go fast and take 5,000 cut. I'd rather take 100,000 cut and go slow. But I guess other people, they like those high-speed spindles, and they buzz around it, but they're not taking much off. I mean, yeah, the chips are flying, it looks great, but that's all nice and wonderful for them, but it's not for me. I mean, well, what can I say? Well, anyway, I was looking at this, and it's got a really small spindle on it. This piece on the end is just a stop so that the spindle will stop when it goes up. But that spindle, it can't be very much at all. I mean, it's about the size of a R8 collet. I mean, it's probably inch and a half at the most. Yeah, it's about an inch and a half. So that might be a little small. I don't know. I just thought I'd bring it in here and look at it. The sucker was heavy. All cast iron. That's why I had to take the motor off first. But even with the motor off, this thing's heavy. But I was just sitting here looking at it, and I'm thinking, well, maybe there's something I can do here to use this, because it's already got a bore in it. I hate to take a solid piece and bore it out, mount a spindle in it. But you're going to have to build something, because you got to have a spindle. It's got to have good bearings in it, or decent bearings. And this one This one obviously probably has bushings in it, but I don't know. But I'd rather use something and fabricate something than to build something from new, because I really don't use this thing. Well, I had it in a spot where I really couldn't get to it. It was like buried back there far. But I just thought I'd drag it out, take a look at it. But that's I got to start thinking about the spindle, so I can try to build that top gantry part. And if I had an idea on what the spindle was going to look like or be, it would help me build the gantry part. All right. Talk to you later.